Atrocious track record on views lately, and all of my career to be honest. Random topics it is, which this time is conveniently game related, because who wasn't playing flash games back then, man? For some, it was the computer lab, sneaking behind your teacher's back to play some Happy Wheels because your favorite YouTuber was playing it, while for others it was at home, trying to go stock for stock with your siblings on Super Smash Flash, out here trying to fit 6 hands on one keyboard. As for me though, like most other people, it was my mom's old Myra Stroh's family computer on a Monday night. You heard me right. While my mom and some of her choir friends and associates were out here practicing praising the Lord in the garage, and my little sister and brother had already took away my mom's phone and the local TV, this left me with unfiltered rain to play all of my childhood classics while growing up. And man, it was fun. Unlike certain others, certain people I know that easily got swayed by those whack Nickelodeon, Disney website games, nah bro, I wanted to play the real things. I wanted something better. People are always talking about the OG Newgrounds, but what do you guys know about allsonicgames.net? Yes sir, before the Flash game wipe. How about allmariogames.net? McLeod Gaming for Smash Flash 2. All these games I put too many laggy hours onto for my free time. But for some reason, nobody wants to talk about Sonic Smash Brothers. Hey, don't act like you guys know how to code this game any better. Man, this is a topic I could talk about so much, especially with me being a retired sprite animator. I even relate more to these past games than I did before. I'm not even gonna mention the big two yet for me, because those two are gonna be their own video. So for this video, I'm gonna treat it less like a review, but more like a quick overview of just 3 of my favorites. I'm just gonna go over 3 of my favorite Flash games. So enough of the bibber babble, let's talk about the last member of the Ninjago 4. Yes sir, Sticky Ninja Academy. This is a Coolmath classic right here. As soon as I heard that beginning banjo, all of my elementary school memories came rushing back in. Really quick, make sure you guys play this game on Flashpoint, a program I remembered I even had on my computer for years. This junk basically lets you play all of your Flash games in their original Swift file. Because I low-key tried going back on the websites, but with this lag, I wasn't trying to get that nostalgic. Anyways man, if you don't remember Sticky Ninja Academy, it's this fire click and mouse drag game where you control the original Green Ninja from the Ninjago universe, rival of Moro and all that jazz. I don't really know, I stopped watching that show a long time ago. Anyways, my boy Gunk over here, master of stickiness, where you basically spend the entire game jumping far and wide across these levels to beat every enemy in time, robbing these dudes from their donut treasures before completing the level. My dog clearly is a disciple of Sensei Wu. I can tell you right off the back, man, the most memorable thing about this game is the music. Wait, imagine something really quick. Tell me if I'm wrong. You know how like growing up, especially in Haitian and Haitian households, anytime you get sick, everyone's mom was about to hit them with that Vicks rub all over your nose, neck, chest. And don't tell me that this song isn't the exact feeling when you're about to take that first cold breath. So let's do it together, low-key, alright? 3, 2, 1. That song just hits, man. This song could low-key easily fit in OG Naruto. There's a reason why I got this song downloaded for background music use. This OST may only have like 2 songs, but dang are they snapping. Immediately being put in the I just worked out, then ate nap playlist music for me. In the first few levels, all of those old school mechanics are starting to go back to me. Using the circle radical to drag out how far you propel, gunk across the stages, and all these little goofy set pieces they had going on. At some point, these developers had to be running out of ideas. To my fellow Sticky Ninja players, someone gotta tell me, what was the game plan for these Caucasian ninjas? I have numerous questions. Even Kid Me was wondering, how does one entrap a grown man in a square kite and somehow it's still being able to fly, and coming to the conclusion that somehow this strategy was the play of the game. These are Yakub's creations? An aspect I feel like many kids low-key ignore from this game is that you're technically supposed to be all these levels with the fewest amount of jumps possible, you know, so you can be a master or something. You know, I didn't really follow the story they were trying to do here. But you know, that's kinda hard to do when half of these levels destroy themselves. What's going on here? Atrocious skateboarding skills for my dude over here. Yeah man, we're playing the game after all this time definitely reveals some of its low aspects. For some of these levels I'm supposed to be riding a vehicle, a balloon, something car related, but the jump would just go off by itself with no player input, and then I'd have to somehow beat the level by just levels and random rays. You know, this junk was really trying to test my chakras. I finally do end up beating the game and given the title of Stick Jutsu Master, and the sensei revealing himself as a panda, officially confirming my childhood theory of the first Spinjutsu's master's genealogy all along. Apparently though, while I was replaying this game, Sticky Ninja got a sequel. You know, I probably ignored this game as a kid because I knew this game was a one-hit wonder, but I decided to check it out, see if I can beat it really quick. So already I'm starting this game in New York with this different art style and for these enemies, and I was already seeing the signs of how garbage this game was gonna be. This game is the epitome of Return to Zero from JoJo. You don't live to play tomorrow looking game. After I played the 6 original levels this game has, it's just basically a repeat of the same levels over and over again with different missions, quote unquote, with these parameters. Like one attempt you're killing all the enemies, another attempt you're killing none. I don't know why the developers downscaled Sticky Ninja's power level to street level with all these criminal goon missions they got him doing. Wasted my time for like 30 minutes playing this garbage. After spending 5 minutes failing at making combos, you know, somehow they expected you to hit every enemy by hitting something else first, I firmly rebuked this embarrassing sequel off my screen. Gonna start treating this game like GT. This junk is non-canon. Sticky Ninja does scale to the first Spinjutsu master with all the elements of the water droplets, rock platforms, fire shurikens on the side. The Ninjago team isn't handling, bro. But enough of the jokes. I'm just glad I'm bringing this game back to the forefront. No one else brings this game up when they're talking about their nostalgia. But if we really wanted to see hands, all my Mario fans know what game I'm about to mention next, because you know, I didn't need Mortal Kombat growing up because I always had. Mario fans, stand up and go ahead and put that volume down with that loud intro. Once this bleach looking character started destroying my eardrums when I was a kid, I knew it was time for peak. I cannot tell you how many times I played this game growing up on the maestro's computer, my dad's computer, school, laptop. This is top 5 replay flash games for me, guaranteed, along with the big duo Smash Flash and Balloons Tower Defense. I was giddy to play this. Let me test out my moves really quick. Yup, it's all here. That Bowser Castle theme from Mario Galaxy was all I needed to hear to go crazy. Welcome to What If Mario Did 2 More Push-Ups, because this man's out here pulling egregious, fantastical, out here demeaning combos that you do in this game. All my master skills returned to me via muscle memory because it didn't take long till I was hitting these Koopas with the uppercut to low forward area head bounce on an infinite loop. I don't know how the creator with just arrow keys and the letter A made this junk feel like a 6-button Street Fighter game or something. The Koopas here ain't playing either. These guys too have done a couple burpees and will actively jump Mario over here with no hesitation. I think what makes this game legendary for everyone, including me, in the 2010s is these sound effects, man. No bibber babble, those hit sparks put this game in DBZ level fighting. Like the way I'm treating these Koopas like they're runaway child factory workers that haven't completed their shift is going crazy. Just look at how I do these YN Koopas really quick. Dang, decombobulated. Look at these sprites, man. This man got a first class ticket to the slow bus with how his mental is looking like. You see, when me and my friends were looking at me play this game back then and wondering why Mario's out here hitting a 5 fingers to the face with every enemy, they were surprised. Add the fact I didn't really grow up with no PlayStation or Xbox, this game was the only way to release my frustrations on the world, you know, before the more public way people are doing now. Then we get to the final enemy of this game, this bum Bowser, no inside story. My boy don't got the character development from that game, so I'm able to hit this man with a whoosh battle. He's about to, and just look at the smoke. As a kid, I remember having to dodge all these fireballs or something, but nah, Mario was done. I'm jumping in the air too, just to hit this man with another forward area. The nostalgic aggression is so strong, I actively disallowed Bowser from shooting a single fireball at all. This junk gotta be studied. Side A combo to uppercut infinite, and Bowser finally goes down with the game ending. Man, bro, this game is too short. The fact that this junk was only 1 level is my only problem with it. You know, I'm kinda bad when it comes to making scripts, so I can't even appropriately type out how much hype I got for Mario Combat. Every Monday going to that choir practice, I was guaranteed to be playing this game at least once, alongside, you know, the goofy classics like Sonic Lost at Mario World 2, Luigi's Revenge, man, that junk just popped up in my head. And seeing how the creator was able to, you know, mess with the Mario World sprites, you know, using my sprite animation eyes, I've even got more respect for this game now. But there is one game that for sure everyone has played. In every row, in every column of a computer lab, there was one particular game everyone was competing to see who could beat first. Matter of fact, let's relate this thing back to the word, alright? 1 Corinthians 6 verse 18, flee from sexual immorality. You know, that's a junk my generation needs to hear the most. But peep the language the Bible's using really quick. Flee, sprint. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Everyone stand up. It's the Coolmath King. One-eyed alien, just doing a thing. S on a stats, give him his rings. Carried my childhood so I could sing. Watch as you dodge geometry. Flipping the world, touching the shape on top of me. Running space, doing some real astronomy. Games can be forgotten, it's philosophy. Hold up. Yes, sir. Glimpses of my freestyle potential with my rapper named DJ Wando Jizzle Drops, aka The Jizz. I couldn't end off this video without the Emperor of Coolmath Games himself, opting to play the first one that I guaranteed haven't touched since 6th grade. Everyone mostly played the second one after all. Even me back then, I refused to lose to these levels. I wasn't gonna let these derivatives or isosceles rectangles beat me. By the time I reached the final 10 levels, it was just getting ridiculous at this point. At points, you're given just barely enough space to reach across. I was pressing and holding that space bar for dear life. Like, look at this, man. There's no reason for them to add these chessboard looking levels. After all these years, the first game still does hold up. It's also the only one that seems to focus more on the whole switching POV gimmick, because, you know, the other games just focused on platforming straight up. Run 2, man. Look at this space colony arc POV we got going on here. If you didn't rep Team Skater, we didn't know you. Alright, I was raised by Lightning McQueen movies. I am Speed. When I was first replaying this, I could barely notice the difference at first. But man, once you on level 12 or higher, these little split jumps they got the alien doing and they expect me to land is crazy. This level, watching the world fall apart, almost made me crash out at 1 AM at nighttime. Nothing was more aggravating than the skater barely missing a jump and then everyone around you in the classroom hitting you with the "you're bad to what are those" combo back in 5th grade. If I can be honest though, after replaying the trilogy, Run 1 and Dash 2 could fuse together and they would even be close to the difficulty Run 3 has. Admittedly, I don't even remember playing this game much, but this junk is packed with levels. Number 1, we got a map for some reason, all these different pathways. And then this AI overview is telling me that we got over 300 levels over here. Whose Fun Friday was that long? Besides the bigger aspect ratio I'm looking at, this junk feels like a VR headset or something. You see, that's the thing about describing run games. You can't really describe them well. You have to be on a keyboard with a goldfish mini bag in hand to get the full experience. Like, I just took the FSA, it's time to go crazy. I'm just surprised the developer didn't turn these projects into mobile games, because this junk would be way more fun than the rest of them, except, you know, for Agent Dash. Anyways, guys, I personally believe there's some sort of philosophy we can take out of the run games, you know, infinite running through various tunnels, gravity. It almost emulates the school social circle, you know, that feeling of losing to the fast kid back in elementary school and only losing because I had jeans on, or I was definitely being held back. If JD, if you're watching this, if you somehow remember me, I want my run back. Dang, man, it was fun going through some of my childhood classics for a day or two. I'd even get to touch on Smash Flash, Mario crossover, or even Super Mario 63 yet. I'm glad I'm bringing some of these games back into the discussion, especially for Sticky Ninja and Mario Combat. But hey, depending on how this video goes, I might even make a sequel going over some of the other Flash games. Even some of them getting whole dedicated videos, man. Sonic RPG, Final Fantasy, Sonic X, our videos guaranteed. But we'll see. I'm doing more random or general topics now since my game reviews barely got any attention unless I promoted it. And I'm not even gonna talk about the like 20 privated videos I got, but you know, we're not talking about those. Them just not getting released until a subscriber special. Anyways, man, that's all for me. Got 2 channels to balance here, and hopefully I can keep my motivation up this time. Let's see if my what ifs and whatever I do over here actually gets some attention. But anyways, comment your thoughts and criticisms. If you don't got anything else to say, just comment algorithm fuel to help your fellow IECN fellow Haitian out. And I'll see how I take things from here though. Have a blessed rest of you guys' day in Jesus' name.